just want to thank everybody for attending today. Today is a very special day. We were able to secure a donation from Home Depot with the help of some of our residents. One of our local businesses is supporting what we're doing here is creating what's called emergency buckets. If you look behind me, you can see there's emergency supplies, water, and Home Depot buckets kindly supplied by Mr. Andrews, Mr. Musoff, and the associates from the Colonia Home Depot. What we're looking to do is create a scenario where we have emergency supplies in every classroom. That will facilitate first responders if there's ever a critical incident here. We want to make sure everybody's prepared for the worst case scenario. God willing, it'll never happen, but if something should happen, we want to make sure that we're ready. We have members from our Board of Ed, Coordinator of Security, our Police Department. We have members from our Board of Ed, our Town Council. Mayor McCormick was kind enough to join us, as well as members from our Central Office Administrative team. And this is one of those occurrences where local businesses helping out the school district, our parents from the PTO were instrumental in gathering the other resources that we needed. So we wanted to pull everybody together to say thank you, celebrate this day of putting this together, and welcome everybody to Claremont Avenue. So I'll turn it over to Mayor McCormick, who was kind enough to help facilitate this event, and turn it over to you.
Thank you. That young man failed to introduce himself. It's Dr. Joe Massimino, who's the principal of Claremont Avenue School 20 here, and I want to congratulate him on his leadership in making this happen. These things don't happen by accident. They happen because someone has to put the whole thing together. You have to coordinate between the Board of Ed and the town and the PTO and the private industry, in this case Home Depot. And Joe did that very well here, and he's an outstanding principal at School 20 here. So I want to thank Home Depot. They're so involved in our community in so many different ways. I can think of Eagle Scout projects. Every kid goes there and asks for donations, usually lumber or shrubbery, you name it. They're always involved in the Tooling Around the Town program, with making donations as we go around the town and fix up homes of needy seniors, usually widows who can no longer afford, nor can they do the work themselves in terms of landscaping and painting and things like that. And Home Depot's always involved in that program. They just do a wonderful thing. We actually have two Home Depots here in Woodbridge, one in Colonia and one in Woodbridge, one on Route 35, one on Route 9. And they just are fantastic corporate citizens. They're always there helping whenever our town needs something. So I don't know which one of you wants to speak on behalf of Home Depot.
We just want to say that we're glad to help any way we can in the community, and it's just a privilege to work for a company that allows us and actually promotes us being able to get involved in the community, whether it's schools or veterans. We're just always there to help, and we'll never say no.
Great. And what you saw, as Joe said, you got the town here, the elected officials, you got Board of Ed elected officials, the PTO, security staff, the police department. Everybody's here to celebrate this great event today. So as mayor of this great town, I want to thank Home Depot for your donation. And as I said before, thank you to Dr. Massimino for putting this all together, and for everybody else that came out today. Does anybody else like to say a few words? Dad, sure, go ahead. All right, Dan Harrison, the Board of Ed.
Good morning. First off, I want to thank Dr. Massimino for your leadership, as well as working with your PTO on making this happen, and to Home Depot on behalf of the Woodbridge Township Board of Education. We greatly appreciate your donation. It's a sad reality in America today that these are things that we have to prepare for, but under the leadership of Mr. Small, our Director of Security, working with the Woodbridge Police Department and the Mayor, we continue to look for enhancements to protect our students, and Dr. Massimino and School 20 have taken one step forward. And as a board, I know this came up at the recent President's Council meeting. Dr. Zega was there. Mr. Bader was not able to join us that evening, but we are looking to spread this program and this idea with the other schools, perhaps a bucket or a bag, whatever the case may be. But children's safety remains our top priority, next to providing them with a world-class education. So I once again want to thank everyone for joining us this morning for this great program, and thank you again for your leadership and donation. Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
And I just want to say I hope you wasted your time, and I hope you wasted your money and your resources, and I hope we never have to use these buckets, which means we never had an emergency, which means the kids never had to deal with something that would require this to be used. But it is just great to know that it's here if we need it. So anybody else? Sounds like no other speakers, so thank you all. Let me introduce everybody. Hold on. Kyle Anderson, the councilman. I forget the two names of the ladies who are PTO leaders.
Linda Gorsica.
Linda Gorsica?
Thorsten.
But Oh, Thorson, okay. And okay, this is John Bader, Deputy Superintendent of Schools. Debbie Means, the 5th Ward Councilman here in Colonia. You heard from Dan Harris. He's a Board of Ed member. Dr. Massimino is the principal. 3 Home Depot guys. They're always the guys with the orange smocks. Brian Small is not only a councilman, but he's in charge of security for the Board of Education. Detective Mark Zeno is our Community Affairs Police Officer. Chuck Impagli is also involved with the Board of Ed in Buildings and Grounds and Security. And Frank Murgatroyd. Oh, I know you. Yeah, okay. Frank Murgatroyd also for the Board of Ed. So thank you all for watching. It's a great event. Everybody comes together as usual in Woodbridge for the good of our kids.